2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. At Barclays Center, the fans here in Brooklyn amped up for their Nets.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
He'll be the Nets off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And Golden State looking at who they've got. The tremendous pair of Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Green is out there with Russell. And it's Jones in at the center position.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Here's Russell, and Durant sends it back. Shoots. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Brent, has there ever been a player who scores more easily with less effort than Kevin Durant?
Well, I know this, Kevin, that Kevin puts in a ton of work to make it look as easily as it does. There's just nobody that can match up with KD. And when he's playing like this, he gets out into the mid-range and starts to hit a few shots. Watching him be on fire for a night is a treat.
6 on the shot clock. Back to Russell. A 3-ball. Again, Russell missing.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And a contested 3 is not your objective. One more, maybe.
The Nets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there. And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Curry kicks to Thompson. For 3. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Durant against Russell. Durant attacking. He goes up again. A shot by Jordan, no good.
The offense sputtering just a bit here, 1 for 4 in the game.
Outside for Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go. And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Thompson passes to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Ranked first in assists for 4 consecutive seasons, Brent. Are these Warriors the best passing team in NBA history?
Well, by the numbers, you would say yes. Assist rates that exceed even the Showtime Lakers back in the early and mid-'80s. Also, this team has been first in offensive efficiency for 3 straight years. I mean, it's been remarkable. So, not only the best passing team, but maybe the best offense of all time.
LeVert's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Golden State also making a change. Cousins is checked in. Curry kicks to Cousins. Over Jordan. No good from Cousins.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort.
Irving dishes to Harris. Jordan trying to free himself up, and Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a one-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowed.
No good off the back of the rim. Warriors trail by 7. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Kerr. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to be successful, they have to act like, and I quote, a swarm of angry bees, unquote, every time the ball goes into the post. If they don't, he thinks they're going to be in for a long night. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Again, Russell missing.
The human aspect of basketball. You cannot fault the shot selection. He had a clean look. You just can't make them all.
Now here's Irving, and the pass to LeVert. Kicks to Carroll. Allen outside. Passes it to LeVert. Outside Irving. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Russell against Carroll. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Hits the jumper in space. Thompson's got his first points in this one. Curry against Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't hit.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
And it's Russell missing.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Eyes again, and there's the nice layup by Irving.
Kyrie's such a blur in the open court. Leaks out so quickly and then gets to the right spot in transition.
Curry from deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Nets out in... All the great Golden State Warriors scores. Draymond Green spoke about feeding.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots.
Why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, to me, the story of that first period was their rebounding.
Yeah, jumping out to a lead largely because they did the hard work on the glass. So you love the passion in the early part of this game that they're playing with.
LeVert and Carroll are the wingmen. Allen is out there with Davis, and it's Irving at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Well, Steph Curry's quick release makes his three-point shot almost impossible, and then you add the fact that Steph can do it off the dribble. So anytime he gets somebody shifting their back foot and they're trying to recover, by the time they're halfway there, the ball's already off and on its way. So one of the quickest, one of the more devastating shots in all of basketball.
Durant's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Golden State also making a change. Jordan Bell's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Curry. Great D that time from Irving. And Curry said in his training he speeds up his release to the point where it's uncomfortable. So in the game, for him, everything slows down.
Yeah, if you look at the numbers, Kevin, his closely guarded three-pointers are just as accurate as when he's got a wide-open three-pointer. No defender within 4 to 6 feet. He's knocking down the same kind of percentage. So the fact that Steph has the ability and knows to practice those sort of things speaks to just how much he's invested in the shooting craft.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Here's Durant. An easy 2 points on the layup.
What I like to see there, Durant no longer shies away from contact. He is the aggressor.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Bell. And the Warriors miss again. Durant attacking. Here's Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his second bucket tonight.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Curry kicks to Jerebko. Golden State moving the ball around. Thompson against Durant. Here's Jerebko. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now here's Durant, defended by Jerebko. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And that's a 6'11" guy handling the rock. Coming off the pick, amazing skill level on Durant's part.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Curry.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
Williams passes to LeVert. They get the rebound. 3-pointer. Pass to Harris.
2 minutes.
Pass to Durant. Over Jerebko. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 4. Timeout called the Warriors. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
and
to coach
that
a team.
Kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Great D that time from Green.
You can't miss those kind of looks. The defense seems to be a little nonplussed so far in this one, but he flat out missed it.
Yeah, and we're going to be watching this for the next decade or more. Russell Savage from deep.
Irving looking for an opening. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make. From deep 3-point range, Jordan with the rebound.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Curry against Irving. Launches it. Curry's shot is off. Left side Irving. He kicks it to Durant. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And forcing the miss there.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the 3rd quarter underway. Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And as we get into this 3rd quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Curry and Thompson are the 1 and the 2. D'Angelo Russell out there with Green, and it's Jones in at the 5 spot.
I'm not sure he even knew how much time was left. Didn't affect him one bit.
Brooklyn leading by 3.
Klay Thompson, another one of those sons of former players. I wonder what that's like. Michael Thompson, his dad, the #1 overall pick many years ago. And Klay had the ball in his hands, obviously, at a very young age, and he taught the shooting form to Klay, which looks pretty perfected at this point.
Russell kicks to Jones. Back to Russell. Outside, Green. To the middle, trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, he can be so good in the pick and roll. When he collects the ball, he knows where everyone is on the floor.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Irving. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Brooklyn making a change here. LeVert's checked in. Brooklyn shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
I feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Jones finds Curry. Thompson up top. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry's shot is off.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Durant against Russell. Down low. It's stolen by Jones. Durant against Russell. Thompson in the corner. From 18 feet away. Nice jump shot. Good. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
Right side, Durant. And the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Tough to tell what exactly happened to the D out there, but they simply don't look like they're engaged or even trying to stop their opponent.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
So for the Nets, Allen's checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Williams. And DeMarre Carroll subbed in for Kevin Durant. Golden State also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Jones. Looney comes in for Green. And Jerebko is subbed in for Curry.
And great play call. Just so often an initiator. Russell can also catch and fire.
Here's Irving. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
To give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Jerebko, the pass to Thompson. Off target from the baseline.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Irving against Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Irving finds Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Nets lead by 8.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Thompson outside. The pass to Looney. And the shot is long.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Again, the Nets for 2.
And after a first half in which their offense shot under 40%, they've got the lead, and they should count themselves to be lucky.
Down low, it's stolen by Allen. Irving against Russell. Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 12-point Nets lead. Russell against Carroll. Russell kicks it to Looney. Right side, Russell. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And just showing great vision there. Russell surveys the floor and whips it to the open man.
And here's Irving. He's got 12. Off on that one. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
It's picking us apart, right?
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. We've got Irving. Davis is out there with Allen. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Harris in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. A nice shot by Irving.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Warriors trail by 12. Now Curry. Looking to end his cold spell. Yep, it counts.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Kicks to Davis. Russell against Carroll. Shot clock at 5. And that one comes up a bit short. The Warriors shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Russell with a wide open look. They grab their own miss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And there aren't many times that I see DeMarcus Cousins shading away from contact. In fact, just the opposite. He enjoys it.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Ed Davis. And Durant subbed in for Damari Carroll. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Irving against Curry. Outside Irving. Passes it to Jordan. He kicks it to Durant. Over Bell. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Green. Thompson dishes to Green. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Bell against Durant. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Nets lead by 11.
Love it. KD firing away right now. Has the confidence and the touch and buries those triples. Sometimes it comes in bunches.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Jones checked in for Golden State. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He is not pleased. He told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Here's Curry. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead. Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
It's Durant on the wing. Durant drawing the double team. Williams. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
Here's Curry. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Nets leading by 15. Here's Irving. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Klay Thompson came into this NBA with a well-earned reputation as a shooter, Brent, but did you ever think he'd become such a potent defender?
I think it's something that he's worked very hard on, and his ability to cross-match. In the early part of his career, Klay Thompson had to take the better scoring of the guards on those nights. It's shifted back, and Klay Thompson is a more well-rounded understanding not only of what he can do defensively, but more of what the opponents that he faces on a nightly basis are trying to do against him.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Brooklyn.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Kyrie Irving.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Inside, here's Jones, and the layup is good.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
And here are the Nets. They're on a 13-5 run. Pass to Durant. Over Russell. Again, the Nets for two.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Sinks the triple.
It just doesn't matter. Once Steph crosses half court, he's in range.
Irving with the ball. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side flinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much for Kevin Durant. Gave a slow start for you offensively, but you were able to stay aggressive. How do you keep that mentality as a great scorer?
Well, you got to keep shooting, no matter what happens. So it's easy to, play well throughout the game when you're making shots, but when you're missing, you got to get your mind right, and that's what I try to do is just stay aggressive.
And it sure showed out there. Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony.